This is a show that was just off Broadway in 2005, so it's new, it's contemporary. Playwright really has put a lot of thought into each of these characters, and all of my castmates and I play multiple characters who are interwoven within the first and second act. It's two separate stories, The Filmmaker's Mystery and Ghost Children.
Sci-fi element, and it also has a spiritual element in it. And he likes to dive right into those things that we often slough off and say, well, we won't know till we cross to the other side. And he likes to swim around in that space in between here and there.
The Filmmaker's Mystery is a story about Joe Manning, a filmmaker who, through a near-death experience, comes into contact with the other side.
Working on his second film, he has the pleasure of casting Hugh Jackman in his second film.
And finds out that he has a secret destiny given to him.
And he's going home for the holidays, and he gets chatted up by a suave guy. And it all seems all very nice, but some crazy, mysterious things happen on the train, and this suave guy isn't all he says he is, and
something interrupts the expected flow of where life will be taking him, and he goes on a different path that is taking him to someplace he never even imagined would happen.
When I first picked up this play and I read the script, the first thing that grabbed my attention was that there was blood. It's fun, there's a ghost and there's supernatural tendencies. The more I read it, then I'm like, oh, there's a lot more there. There's more complexity. Working with the cast, who have brought a different life to this, it turns out there's more stuff to the play, more complexity.
One of the coolest parts is usually a playwright, and this playwright in particular, makes specific choices on which actors will play which characters. And as you go through a rehearsal process, you start to see the reflections of one character in another.
You get to be so many different people. So I love it, and I love that some of my characters are broad, but they're real, and I feel like I know these people.
Our set designer, Jay Duffy, has done a very unique set for MCT. It's going to be more of a black box style. He's going to really bring the audience into our story and our world.
It's a dark tale that I would say is probably about morality and ethics, and it's one that is a little surprising because you find yourself thinking one thing, and then 5 minutes later in the story, everything is completely turned on its head.
A family that a tragedy happened to, and my character Abby has left at the age of 15, and she comes back at the age of 30, kind of reliving what happened.
The stakes are so high, this was written with, the characters are so vulnerable that you really can't see the possibility of forgiveness. And it takes everyone admitting their humanity for forgiveness and redemption to happen.
To have the audience be able to go inside of the head of a character, and she takes them on a journey with her.
It's definitely an entertaining show, and it's definitely something that you're going to be entertained with, but I want it to affect your life, even if it's just in a little way. I think it will. It certainly has for me.
The show deals with one of the greatest fears of humankind, and that is the fear of the next phase, the fear of moving on.
It's just participating. You're not on stage, but you're involved with figuring out exactly what's going on and why. And so the audience is embraced in this show in a way that doesn't happen that often.
It's a full, all-around play. Yes, you'll have fun. Yes, you're gonna, have a good time. You'll have thrills. You'll have chills. You'll see gore. But it's also it's gonna touch you in some way. I feel it's gonna scare you, but it's gonna at the same time touch you. It's going to basically touch every emotion I'm hoping one has in the audience member, to funny, to scary, to sad, to bitter. I think this runs the gamut with all of that.